I'm the new chair of the King County Council. I was being reminded earlier when I came in that I was once a struggling attorney with a small law firm and a member of this organization at a time when I had to meet my payroll and even scrape together the money to pay our dues here. Today, having served as a state representative and a state senator, and having served on the county council for a few years, I'm proud to have been elected the council's chair. Today, perhaps tomorrow, is the end of the Sims era. It's time for us to heel in the gains that have been made, but to change the culture to focus on a very new environment in which we're going to have to operate in the 21st century. And what does that mean? The county has some significant work in economic development. Its most important function to make the economy work is making transportation work, is making mobility work through transit and through roads. I was there early, before others up here, calling for us to go back to the ballot with our sound transit measure. After the failure of Proposition 1, which I supported, I went out in your paper, Joni, and I said,
it's a good place to go.
Yeah,
yes.
We have to get back on that ballot because the transportation systems we invest in determine the land use that our children and grandchildren will live with. I believe that, and I am glad that we took that step and that the voters agreed with us. I served at the governor's request on the small group that pushed forward the tunnel. It was a tough struggle, but we figured out how to do it, and I think it's the right decision. And I want us to complete that project and 520 because those mobility improvements are critical to the economic health of the city. But the other important thing the county has to do is change the culture that has allowed this structural deficit to go on and on. We can no longer have expenses going up at 6% and revenues dragging along at 1 or 2% or even going down now. What we need to do is fully embrace the performance measures that I pushed for in legislation in 2002 and 2003 to change the culture so that it embraces that kind of efficiency. We need to engage the employees in making that change, because any change that is brought in that is not embraced by the people who are expected to make that change is going to fail. And finally, our benefits for Larry and me, struggling workers should not be paying the full cost of our health care.